Good morning, welcome back to, I guess, not another what I eat in a day, but a what I eat in a week. I decided to take you guys along for the next few days. It's not an entire week, I don't want to kind of bore you with an entire week, but it is Tuesday today and I have a half marathon on Saturday, so I thought it would be fun to incorporate that and just show you guys like what I'm eating leading up to that as well. So this morning I'm going for a 30-minute jog, a lot less running this week because it is race week. So I have a little pre-workout thing that I have. So I have this before I go for a run, or if I'm doing like legs or something at the gym, I like to have something to fuel my body. So I find that it just helps me like push in my workout more and I have just like more energy for the workout. So I have rice cakes with cashew butter, banana and honey, and then a bit of Celtic salt. And then before a run, I will have a before you speak unsweetened OG coffee. If it's like just legs or something like that, like another type of workout, I don't usually have the coffee. The coffee just helps me on the run, so I've kind of got accustomed to having that before the run. This is the pre-workout, so this is usually what I have before just like a workout, more so just like legs. I don't really have it before upper body because I feel like I don't really need as much fuel for upper body because I don't lift super heavy for that, but I obviously try to do like a little bit heavier legs. And then I have the before you speak, I only put like half of the water because I don't like having heaps of water before I run. So this is my little pre-workout snack. I'm gonna have this and then I'll go for my 30-minute run, and then we'll come back and get ready for the day and have my actual recce. I am back from my run and I'm running behind schedule. I actually got caught up looking at bridesmaids dresses for my bestie's wedding. So I'm very much behind schedule and I'm just gonna have a smoothie for breakfast because of that. I was going to have some eggs, but I'm just gonna have a smoothie and quickly throw that together and then drink that as I work. So I'll show you what I've got lined up for my smoothie. So I have just been having them with water. I just do the filtered water, but then I add a little bit of coconut yogurt in with it. It kind of just makes it more thicker, well, it makes it thicker and kind of creamier. I have the frozen banana, frozen blueberries. I put a little bit of honey in there, a little bit of maca powder, about a teaspoon, 2 Brazil nuts, and then I'm gonna go add some cacao because I want to do like a chocolate flavor today. And then I've got this protein. It's like raw protein. I just got it from Chemist Warehouse and it was like quite affordable and the ingredients weren't the best, but they were pretty clean. I'll show you them. So it does have the natural flavors, but honestly it's not really the worst if you're not having it like every single day. So yeah, that's a lineup. I'm gonna quickly make this and sip on it while I start work. Time to have a little matcha. Sometimes I will have a second coffee even though I've had a coffee before a run, but I only ran for 30 minutes and I don't have anything crazy on today, so I am just going to make a little matcha. I'm going to make a warm matcha on almond milk and I'll show you how I make it because it's really, really yum. Also, I got skin needling done yesterday, so I have like this like dermatitis like beard right now because it's like quite red. But the needling, like the cocktail that she used for the needling is like meant to help with dermatitis. So hoping that helps a bit with that. Honestly, the dermatitis, my skin otherwise is so perfect. It feels so much healthier since getting these facials and I'm loving it. But the dermatitis is very, very frustrating. It's like so red and inflamed, but there is like no acne. It's just this dermatitis. So I'm really, really keen to heal that. I also need to take a couple of supplements. So I'm taking beef liver and spleen. I'm taking the My Way Up Skin and Gut. I'm taking fish oil and then a vitamin B and vitamin A, D, K. I like to take that close to breakfast to help with the absorption of the supplements. So I'm gonna show you how to make my matcha now anyway, and then I'll have my supplements. So if you want like the best matcha, this is honestly so good. It's the Mason cocoa one. I love it. It is so bright and green. I'll show you the color. And I also have a discount code for that. They gave me a code and kindly sent me this, but genuinely the best, greenest, most like pure matcha I've had. It's really, really good, but we're being a little bit cheeky today. So this is the New Harvest matcha latte. It is a lot sweeter and less like rich in matcha. So it is still quite green, but I have been having like a little bit of this with this, and it's honestly so good. So that's what I'm going to make, and I'm gonna have a warm one because it's a little bit chilly outside. So let's make this. It's lunchtime. This isn't the most attractive looking meal, but it is so yum. It's a chow mein, minced chow mein, like a beef minced chow mein with some air fried sweet potato. I just use the Mingle seasoning chow mein, and I've got like some cabbage in there, some red capsicum, some crushed almonds and beef mince, and then the sweet potato for the carbs. So this is lunch. It's honestly such a quick and easy meal. I think that I have done a Instagram reel recipe on here, so I'll post that in the description so you can see me making it and you can read the recipe. I did it with sweet potato noodles, which you could definitely do, but I much prefer air fried sweet potato, or you can roast it in the oven, and it's really good in the oven as well. Now, post lunch little treat is these salted caramel protein balls that I made on the weekend. So good. These are in my ebook actually. So they're just like dates, cashews, coconuts, protein powder, really, really yummy. So I'm gonna have one of these, and then if this will focus, and then I've also made a element, just like a raspberry element, making sure that I keep my electrolytes up this week leading into the race. I also need to put dinner on, so that's just going to be like a beef slow cook that we'll have with some rice and broccolini. It's going to be like the Mingle smoky, I think it's like sweet and smoky or something like that, barbecue rub. It's so good. So I'll show you guys that anyway. It's time to put the slow cook on now. So basically I've got this ginormous beef roast from Woolies. I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to fry it off in the Le Creuset pot and then add everything in and then just throw it in the oven. Super easy. It's just going to be like a slow cooked beef that I'll have with the rice and the broccolini. I feel like this is just such a good meal. Like you can literally make this 100 times into like different meals. So you could just make the same beef and have it with, you know, rice and broccolini. You could have it in like a bowl with some other things like some avocado and some rocket and some sweet potato in more of like a salad vibe. You could have it on like nachos. You could have it as like tacos and stuff, and you can even change up the seasoning that you put on. So yeah, it's really easy. So I'm going to make this and throw it in the oven. It literally takes 5 minutes to put together. It's so easy. I'll show you it just before I pop it in the oven. This is how dinner turned out. So we have the slow cooked beef. It actually turned out really well. I was worried about how the actual roast would turn out. When I checked it halfway, the meat was quite tough, but it just needed that little bit longer and it turned out so good. It fell apart really well. And then I just threw together some rice, just added some beef bone broth to it. And then I just added the broccolini into the oven. I just whacked it on a tray with some olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic and tamari. So it's kind of a bit of a random dinner, but lots of protein there. We've got our carbs and little micronutrients and fiber from the broccolini. You could have this beef with so much other stuff. So like I said before, you could just have it with some rice and avocado, or maybe some like rice and broccoli in a bowl with some avocado would honestly be so good. Literally add it to anything. So I'll leave the recipe for it and you guys can create your own version of it. Dinner turned out so delicious. I really, really enjoyed that combination actually. I feel like it was a really good combo, and I think that you could just like throw it together in a bowl if you were to cut up the broccolini. But it is time for dessert. I made these choc stuffed cookies. I think these are on my Instagram and they're also in my recipe library, but they have like a little quarter square of dark chocolate in there. So yummy. So I'm gonna have one of these, and then Dave and I are going to start working on our, what do you call it? Our table setting, seating chart, our seating chart for the wedding. So snack is necessary for that. And then I'm gonna have my magnesium before bed, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't I? It's so cold. I think the weather app said that it felt like 3 degrees. I was walking chilly this morning and I just had like a crop and then a puffer over the top, and I was freezing. I was so cold. It was just like super, super windy. Like I should have had a beanie and gloves on or something. But anyway, it is super cold. So I'm in a turtleneck and then this beautifully cuddly jumper or jacket that I love. And I did Pilates this morning, just like at home workout, super, super chill, leading up to the marathon. And now it's time to make breakfast. So I'm going to have my paleo bread with some avocado and some scrambled eggs. And then tonight I really want to make my chicken patties. Oh my gosh, Chili's treats are on the bench and she's eating them. I really want to make my chicken patties to have for breakfast. They're so good just with like some rocket sauerkraut avocado. So, so good. But yeah, I'm going to make them probably tonight to have for brekkie tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to have a smoothie on Friday just to keep it really chill and not like heaps of fiber. I mean, I'm pretty accustomed to having a fair bit of fiber in my diet. It doesn't really upset my stomach, but it, you know, I'm just kind of wary of that leading into the race, like having like an upset stomach or just not feeling my best because of it. So I'm just going to keep it simple on Friday, and yeah, we'll see how I go. I'm kind of chilling. I'm kind of just like seeing what I'm feeling and still being conscious of like making sure that I'm getting enough protein, enough carbs, and not a ton of fiber super close to the race. So yeah, let's make breakfast. It's lunchtime and I have leftover pumpkin soup. So I know that I had the beef and the rice for dinner last night, but we're kind of like in a weird schedule because I ate out with a friend on the weekend. So I am having this, which was leftovers from Monday night, and it's just a roast pumpkin and sweet potato soup, and then I just roasted some chicken breast and cut that up and added that in. Honestly, this is such a great, another easy meal. I feel like I only really make pretty easy meals, but I just roasted all the sweet potato and the pumpkin in the oven with some spices and salt and pepper, and then blended it all together, added in the coconut cream and some more spices, and it's like got curry and cumin in it. And then I also added in the chicken while the potato and the pumpkin was roasting. So minimal dishes, which I really, really love. But yeah, I'm about to eat this, and I'm probably gonna have another little protein ball after lunch as well. You guys, it's time for dinner. And I put my sweet potato on. We're gonna make a salad tonight, and oh, this little fly. We're gonna make a salad. I put my sweet potato in the air fryer. You can probably hear it in the background. I just put olive oil, sweet paprika, and salt. Elite combo. Just went to get the chicken out of the fridge and realized that I didn't buy enough chicken on the weekend. So I have the chicken mince from my chicken patties or chicken sausages that I was gonna make for brekkie. So I'm thinking about just using this instead. And then I'll just have eggs for brekkie tomorrow. Again, sorry, boring. And then Friday I'll have a smoothie. I'm gonna make the Hailey Bieber erewhon smoothie. So good. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to use this mince and maybe pivot a little bit on the salad. So it'll be like mince in a salad. Really random, but what else can we do? We only have this. So, and I've already put the sweet potato on. I can't really make a new meal up. So I'm just gonna like season this maybe with some like Mingle. I'll see like what Mingle seasoning stuff I have and season that, cook the mince, and then just throw it into a salad. And maybe do like a little coconut yogurt dressing or something to add some more flavor to it. And then I'll just have it with rocket, some little cucumbers. I'll add some walnuts in maybe, and then a little bit of sauerkraut. I don't know what happened to me, but we persevere, don't we? We're gonna make something really random for you guys. Honestly, so random having mince in a salad. Like, I'm just so unsure about how this is going to turn out. But tell me what you would have done. Would you have gone and got chicken? Like, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not going to go get chicken. We have a Coles that is so close to us now, which is so convenient. Like, it literally would have probably taken me 5 minutes to go to Coles, get the chicken, and come back. But I'm in my pajamas, so I'm not doing that. But what would you have done? Would you have gone and got the chicken? Or would you have used the chicken mince? Or would you have been like, stuff it, I'm not making dinner tonight, I'm gonna order Uber Eats? What would you do? Please comment and tell me what you would have done. Because I really would love to know if anyone else would just do the same thing and make a salad with mince in it. Chicken mince. But I need to know. So I've just put the rocket and the cucumber together. I've got the sweet potato in the air fryer, and then I'm gonna cook the chicken mince when the sweet potato is nearly done, and throw in some like other random things into this bowl, I guess. I'm not sure if I will put the recipe for this one in the description. I'll just put like what I would have put for the chicken salad, but let me know if you would want this. Let's see how it turns out, but I'm just gonna show you guys the finished product. Ta-da, the finished product. I don't know, you tell me, does that look good? I feel like that looks pretty good. You tell me if you think that that looks good. The chicken, I ended up just putting Mingle seasonings, like the savory sprinkle Tuscan chicken, like in those little canisters. I just put that on the chicken before I cooked it, and then I sprinkled a little bit more with some salt while it was cooking as well. And then I've got my air fried sweet potatoes, and then the sauce, I just had a little bit of coconut yogurt in the container. So I just added in some dill, some lemon, some salt and pepper, and a little bit of the juices from the pan. And there we have it. And I ended up doing the walnuts as well. So I honestly think that it all came together fine, but I will let you know with a little taste test. Taste test? How cute are my jammies too, by the way? I really love these. They're from Cotton On Body, I think. Yum. I think that's good. I am treating myself to a little creamy dessert tonight. I just knew it was there and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have this. It's like a protein, vanilla protein, salted caramel. The salted caramel is just like some dates that's mixed through and obviously some salt. And I've used that Inca protein that I showed you that I put in my smoothie, and it doesn't hit the same. The last smoothie that I made, I've made it with the My Way Up protein and it was really good. I think it maybe because it's like a whey protein. Otherwise, I think that the Vivo Nu vanilla protein would definitely be way better because it's just like a cleaner taste. Like this kind of, maybe I just put a little bit too much in there, but it just is a little bit overpowering with that, like that kind of like powdery protein taste. I probably would choose a different protein powder next time because I have made this with the My Way Up and it was so good. But anyway, I'm going to have some of this and I'll give the rest to Dave. I'll probably go halvesies in the rest of this. And then that's it. I'm calling it a night and going to bed. Of course, I will have my Pillar Performance triple magnesium before I go to bed though, because that really helps me have a good night's sleep. Good morning. It is so cold. As you could probably tell, I have a beanie on. We took Chili for a little 2K walk this morning and then I just did like some stretching and stuff at home. I'm not gonna do a workout today. I was gonna do like a little bit of upper body stuff at home, but I just did like some stretching and stuff and I'll get the massage gun out later as well. Just to do some recovery stuff today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go for a little 20-minute jog. But I just stopped off to Coles to get a couple of things because I realized that I didn't have dates for my smoothie, and I also realized that I'm gonna actually have a smoothie today, not eggs. I realized that today's meant to be like my carb loady day. So I'm gonna have a smoothie that's got like banana, berries, dates, honey, so it's like a bit more carbs, and the paleo bread is like higher in fats, fiber with the avocado and stuff. And then so I'm gonna have the Hailey Bieber smoothie, but I'll probably just skip the avo and I'll just have that because ideally not having lots of like fats and fiber, and avocado is pretty high in fiber and obviously fats, so I'll probably skip that out of the smoothie and just have like banana and stuff. But I'll show you what I put in it and it is really, really delicious. I'm not going to do like the strawberry glaze because can't be bothered, but the actual smoothie itself is really, really good. And when you do add the avocado, it is so good. It's like so nice and creamy, but it's still going to be delicious. But I didn't have dates, so I ended up grabbing a few things from Coles, and now we're gonna go make it. It's time for some lunch. This is leftovers from the other night, that beef that I made with some rice and broccolini. My goal today is just to get a lot more carbs in, around 400, like just over 400 grams of carbs today, just to carb load a little bit before the race so that I'm feeling really energized and I feel good while I'm running, because I really want to feel my best while I'm running a half marathon. And yeah, this is lunch. So I'm going to eat this in the sun because I'm actually so cold sitting in my office. So I'm going to eat this in the sun with my little pal over there. Hey woo. It's dinner time. We have got the 1-pan Mexican beef rice. This is actually in my ebook if you have it. It's so easy. You just fire up some onion, add in some garlic, and then add in the mince, and I just use the Mingle taco seasoning. I think I used the Chipotle one tonight, but you could use any of their Mexican range. And then add in the capsicum and the rice, stir that through, and then add in some stock. I did the NutrIorganics bone broth, and bring to the boil, and then just cover with a lid, but just make sure you stir it throughout, because the rice tends to stick to the pan, especially if it's hot. I put it on like the big stovetop, gas top thing, so it was really hot and it did stick, but I just added a little bit more water. So if it does stick, add a bit more water and just kind of like scrape the bottom and mix it through. Oh, and a little bit of lime. And then sometimes I'll mix through like some rocket or some spinach or something at the end. And it's so good. So nice and rich in the carbs to prepare for the half marathon. It's time for a cheeky little dessert. We ended up going with some Panna organic ice cream and some medjool dates cut up. I added 2 medjool dates and then a square of dark chocolate in there, all broken up, just to get a bit more carbs in today. Yum. I'm not complaining, honestly. Good morning. It is Friday. I'm going to a shakeout run this morning at Talabudra with Crystal and Katie. It's Katie's boyfriend's brand's shakeout. Like, he's hosting it, I think. So I'm going to have some pre-workout this morning. It's just like a 20-minute out, 20-minute back, but I have to get these carbs in today anyway. So I'm going to have the 2 rice cakes with the cashew butter and banana and some manuka honey, and then a bit of salt on top. I love this pre-workout. It's so good. It's really like light on my tummy still, but gives me a good amount of energy. And this honey, I'm gonna show you. So good. So good. It's so different to other honeys. And honestly, like, the more I've learned about honey, this is good stuff. Like, MGO 400 plus is like the best you can get. And I've learned that some of the other honeys have like fillers of like rice malt syrup and stuff like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. Like, I just learned so much after working with these brands. So it's so interesting. But I'm going to have that and go for a little run. Dave's out walking chilly this morning, so I can go to this. He has a little shakeout run later today with Asics. Asics. Yeah. Anyway, let's make these rice cakes. If you are looking for a new pre-workout, this is what you should have. I feel like I'm already excited at the thought of having a little before you speak coffee, which is what I'm going to have with my rice cakes. And then, yeah, go for a little run. I'm also excited to go for a little run. I'm going to do some, like, I'm going to roll out, use like the foam roller and stuff, and like the massage gun, and like the little ball on my hip. So I've got to get a wriggle on. Also, my skin is like so nice and skin in that facial. Like, I was like, before the facial, I was reading up on like the flakiness of the dermatitis is good because it's like, means it's healing and stuff. So I feel like it's going really well, which I'm so happy about. And I'll just keep taking like the skin and gut my way up stuff that I'm taking, keeping up with gluten, doing all the things. So You have great skin. I have great skin. I have great skin. Ready for the day. This morning was so nice. It was freezing. It was so cold. I ran in my jumper, but it was really nice. The sunrise was absolutely incredible, but I'm ready for the day. I've got to do some work this morning, and then I'm actually going out for like a content shoot just at like Flannery's and a cafe in Burleigh to get some content for like Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and like my website and stuff. So yeah, that's my plan. And then I'll come back and I've got to do some more stuff, and then I'm going to Broadbeach to pick up our bibs for the race tomorrow. And then later on this afternoon I'm going to meet Ali and Crystal just for a little dinner picnic, I think on the beach. So I think that I'm just gonna make something for Dave and I to have, and then I'll take that with me to the beach. I was gonna get grilled, but I was just like, I think I just prefer a home cooked meal, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, when I eat out I just don't feel as good, which probably isn't ideal the night before the race. So I'm going to probably cook like a pasta or something, maybe like the beef ragu, and then have that and bring that in like a container to the beach this afternoon. So it should be a really fun day. I am just wearing like some like active wear for this shoot, and I was just so unsure about what jacket to wear. Anyway, it's time to make a little smoothie this morning. I'm going to make the Hailey Bieber smoothie again. It is so yum. I'm going to freeze. It's going to be cold, but that's fine. And then I'll probably won't have like because I had a coffee this morning, I won't have a coffee now. I'll probably like get a matcha at the cafe. I really like my makeup today. Back home from the shoot, and I've just been doing some work, and now it's time to have a little lunch break, and then we're gonna head over to Broadbeach and get our bibs. The shoot went really well. It was really fun. We got some content at Flannery's and then at a cafe called Next Door in Burleigh. I'll have to show you guys some of the stuff, but I'm about to make lunch, but I'm about to put it in the microwave and heat it up. I just have the leftover one pot Mexican beef rice, so that's what I'm going to have now. And then tonight I do have like a salad, like that chicken mince salad that I made, and then I have some bagels. So I'm thinking about making a little something, I don't know, but I'm going to take that down to the beach this afternoon. I was going to make some pasta, but I just don't think that I'm going to have the time today to do that. But I'll see. I'll figure something out and I'll let you guys know, obviously. But yeah, that is the plan. I'll show you my lunch leftovers anyway. You would have seen it last night, but let's take another look. Lunch is in the microwave, so I'm just going to like show you this. Like I feel like this kind of like turned out so nice. Like just little B-roll stuff like this that I can use. Like, oh, it's going blurry. But yeah, cute. And then I got some like photos on the camera as well. This like bit of my hair at the back kept popping out. It was so annoying. I need to get some actual gel. But look at that. Slay. Slay, girl. Oh my gosh. This just came out of the microwave and it smells so good. This is such an easy meal that you can make, and what I love about it is you obviously use a chopping board to cut up the onion and the capsicum and like the garlic if you want to chop up the garlic, or you can just use like minced garlic or whatever. But it's a chopping board, a knife, and a pan. That is all the washing up that you need to do, which I love. And then obviously like the bowl that you put it in. But it's so easy and like a simple cleanup. I love it.
So Michaela's running her first ever race tomorrow. What a time.
Yeah,
The half marathon. It's going to be amazing. Sub 2 hours is the goal.
Yeah, we got it.
Easy. Michaela.
Afternoon little treat. I feel like I've been running around all day, but we're home now. I ended up going to JB Hi-Fi and getting some AirPods for tomorrow, but I'm having these bagels that I found at Flannery's today. They're like gluten-free bagels and then some banana, honey, and a bit of salt. And then that's my dinner that I'm going to take to the beach to have dinner with the girls. And then I also have an element in here to finish off before the night. Hopefully I can finish that. But I'm going to have this now and then take Chili for a little walk and then go meet up with the girls.
Cheers. What are you doing? You're running away. All right.
Race day.
Race day. How's the vibes?
Vibes are high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
6 toilet breaks. Now I'm running our way. How are you feeling, Ali?
Feeling good. Ready to go.
Ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Sub 2.
Yes, that's the goal.
She got a stitch in the warm up.
I'm gonna stitch on the warm and my feet are really numb.
What a stitch up.
All over myself.
Nice.
Record. That's a 1-0. Trying to race right now.
There's Ali. There's Ali. All right, where are the girls? Where are the girls? There she is. There's Michaela. Further down. Go. Let's go, Michaela.
Ali and Jamie finishing together. Paul and Taylor.
Let's go, Josiah. Let's go, Johnny.
Go, Jax.
All right, girls.
Do you guys even know these people? No. Okay. Right, go, Welshie.
Oh, fuck.
So maybe those people didn't know who we were. They just knew.
All right.
No, yeah, they didn't know.
All right. How are we feeling?
Famous for a second. I'm feeling good. A bit cold again, so I got my jumper back on. Ready for that day?
What were the times? What were the times?
We did 100. Sorry, not 100. Oh my god.
100. Fuck, she's got runner's brain.
I did an hour 54 in 10 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hour 54, hour 55.
Yeah, I did hour 55, but I'm not sure what my seconds were.
The girls killed it.
So we did good.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
We have a celebrity appearance from Dave the Runner, post half marathon.
Coach.
Yeah, the coach.
The coach.
The coach, the man who built the athlete.
Yeah.
So half marathon done. That was such a really like fun and I don't know, interesting experience. Like running through all the crowds and like seeing all the signs and seeing like everybody was like running for different reasons. And it's so sweet seeing people who were like, I felt like I was getting emotional at the start of the run, and I was seeing people running for people who can't, running for people who have cancer and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it was just like so nice. And I felt like I just felt a moment of like, we're doing it, like the race day is here. Like it was just, I don't know, it was really nice, the thought of that. And then my hip was hurting from like 6Ks in, which was just really, really bugging me for the entire run, but I was trying not to think about it. But it was like one of those things where I was like,
Yeah.
it's all I can think about.
It's pretty early too. 6Ks, you're not really that far in.
Yeah.
So you did well to persevere through the hip pain.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, I can't let this beat me.
Mm.
I can't let this be the reason that like I don't finish, or that I like don't get the time that I want, or that I have to walk or anything. And I was just like, I don't want to stop, because if I stop, I feel like that would ruin everything.
Yeah.
But we got to like between 15 and 16 Ks. We decided to turn it up a notch. And we started off running like, our plan was to start at like 5:50 pace, and then we like ended up running like 5:40s and then 5:30s, and then
Yeah, that's like kind of always how it goes. You always like run a little bit faster than you should at the start because you're excited and there's adrenaline and
and we felt
the
really
atmosphere.
good.
Yeah, you feel good. You know, you've done a little taper and
Yeah,
you're carb loaded.
yeah, we carb loaded.
Yeah.
Then we went and did like closer to 5-minute pace. Like we were holding around like 5:10, 5:11, 5, or I was anyway. Ali was ahead of me. And then, yeah, I ended up finishing with 1 hour, 55 and 32 seconds, which I was so happy about.
Crazy. 4.5 minutes faster than the goal.
Yeah, we were just wanting to get 2 hours, like within the 2-hour time frame. So super happy with that. But we went to Palm Springs afterwards, and I just had some scrambled eggs, like a smashed oven with scrambled eggs and gluten-free toast. And it's 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch or anything. I've just been like a bit of a zombie.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's a bit hard to have an appetite after a race. You kind of like having to force food in because you know you need it, but you just kind of feel a bit bleh.
Yeah, so I have more of those bagels that I got from Flannery's, and then I just got some shredded chicken from Woolies. We just did our groceries, and I'm just gonna have some like avo on the bagels with some shredded chicken just to have something. And then tonight we're gonna have a slow cooked ragu with the gluten-free rigatoni, because Dave is running the full marathon tomorrow.
Yep, I'm still carb loading.
So he's still
carb loading is still in process right now.
I'm still carb loading.
yeah, you're carb loading with me.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to close the video out now. I'll show you guys what I end up making for lunch and for dinner. But I just want to say bye and thank you so much for watching this video. Love you guys.
Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of her future content.
What he said. Bye.
Peace.